Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird. You're looking at 3 bags full. And Pop Secret. Robin, my daughter Robin Birdsong, has a secret pop. I didn't know that, but when her father, Edwin Birdsong, transitioned, Stevie Wonder came to his funeral to sing some songs. And he kept running out of the place, overcome with grief, with emotion. And Robin showed me a picture of her, Steve, and Steve's daughter. And she said, I look more like Steve than his daughter. And I said, well, I never slept with Stevie Wonder. You can't be his daughter. And so she said, well, maybe it's because of the Taurus in me. He's a Taurus. But I have learned that she is his daughter. Robin Birdsong is Stevie Wonder's daughter. I'm making the announcement tonight, May 27, 2019. When I was 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old, I was standing in my living room. And because the preacher in the church, the blind preacher in the church, had yelled some words, burn in hell for eternity, and my imagination obeyed his words and went to hell for eternity for a few minutes. So then and it affected me greatly. I was terribly disturbed that such a thing can happen to me because, of course, I was terrified in hell. And so when I came home, I wanted to know what it felt like to be blind, to have that kind of power. What was his purpose? And why would he send me to hell? And I had all those questions. No one to talk to. We didn't do conversations about personal things in my family. So I closed my eyes and held my fingers up to my face, and everything was black, and I wanted to know what it felt like to be blind. So then suddenly I became overcome with fear. I realized later that Stevie Wonder had wanted to know what it felt like to be able to see. So our desires coalesced, and he became my counterpart. He became my energy, part of my energy, so he could see. And I became part of his energy, so I could be blind and see what it was like to be blind. You see, words have tremendous power. You really, because I was a child, I didn't know that. In fact, most of my adult life, I didn't know that. So the energy in me that is Stevie Wonder got into the DNA of my daughter Robin, because the Stevie Wonder energy in me is negative. It's a ghetto energy. It's poverty mentality. It's hopelessness. It's that of a cursed soul, blind. So Robin was Galileo, and he was under house arrest for 8 years, and he went through tremendous depression, not wanting to exist. And so her energy, Galileo's energy, not wanting to exist, matched the negative energy of Stevie Wonder in me and became her DNA. So she's led an extraordinary young life, traveled to China and Central America, and, had tremendous, experiences. But when you grow up, your DNA takes over. Your genes take over. And it's been a struggle for her since she's been an adult. And that's because the Stevie Wonder energy in her is dragging her down. And he's her pop, he's her father. His energy is her father, is in her DNA. And I never slept with him. That's just a spiritual transference of energy that occurred. And Baba G created a baby in me, April of last year, 2018, a transference of spiritual imagery in our eyes. And that's how he did it. He never laid a hand on me. And Stevie Wonder never laid a hand on me, but he created a baby, Robin Birdsong, in me. So that's what I want to tell you. Okay, let's move along. Chobani, Decoded. This is my favorite yogurt. You can see the container in this bag. You can't figure out the bag I'm in, 'cause I'm everyday people. Yay, yay. That's what Sly sang. Sly was a projection of Sing Birdsong, my son. Sly and the Family Stone. I was a huge fan. Alright, so, and then when I went to the so then one day my friend in the writing group, I don't remember her name, she said, my daughter's always telling me about this guitar player, singer, and I said, yeah, what's his name? She said, Sing Birdsong. I said, oh my God, that's my son. She said, he appears at the Bitter Inn every weekend. I said, yeah, you want to go together? I think her name was Jane. And so I told Sing I wanted a friend, and I wanted to come and see him perform at the Bitter Inn. So he left tickets at the door, and we went to see him. And from midnight to 3 a.m., we were on our feet, dancing and moving and giggling and happy, and just, he was wonderful. And he played cover songs. He played Sly's songs. I didn't even know he played Sly's song. I knew he liked rock, he liked Led Zeppelin and Steve Vale, or whatever, what was his name? Steve somebody. He liked him. He used to wear his t-shirt. And I didn't know he liked Sly Stone, so he was so good. And I said, when did I turn around and find out you're a superstar, I told him when he was younger. I think he asked me about himself, and I said, well, you're a genius. And he said, what kind of genius? Genius at what? And I said, music. And now I find out that Sing was Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He was George Gershwin, the jazz, classical music genius. And he's the grandson of the sun in the sky. He's King Arthur, he's King Menelaus, King Charlemagne, King Saul, Superman, and the saint Jagat Singh. Isn't he amazing, that one being? And he's a projection of Jesus Christ. This is my son. No wonder I was in awe of him. All right, let me continue. So Chobani is a yogurt that I eat every day, because I saw the CEO on television, on probably Fox, because they tell the truth more than any other network. And I was so impressed with how he describes how they make this yogurt, the engineers and how they make it healthy. And so I started eating it, and I like the taste of it. The other yogurts leave a bad taste in my mouth, even though they're cheaper. So I like this yogurt. So decoded says, C, haven't ordered Baba G. N-I, clit, B-E-G-I, begin, pen. That's a pen. Penetrate, energy. Fate, enters in, again, budgeon, for gin, motherin'. That's my granddaughter Jandara, who was my mother in a past life, earlier in life. Hugging, divulging, where you want to go, where you are, where you've been. Let go of low energy kin and fake friends. Baba black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 3 bags. This stuff is not planned. This is just how things fall into place. 1 for my master, and 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy, who lives down the lane. Lane decoded. Will is Adam. True energy. Mirror, arrived, is Eve. Energy, Eve. Okay. And then, we're going to keep you safe, sings Michael Bublé on his newest album, Forever Now. Established, and this is newest. In Energy West, established, Saint International. RN. The RN is me. I came to Earth as an RN to help the needy, who was an ape named Adam. Is that? Oh, that's Will. Forever Now, Will. International, Will. So you see they established here in the West a new saint. Okay, so this is going to be, Baba G is going to be the king of the kings. I know that. The king of the universe. And Eve is to be the queen of the universe. And Sing Birdsong is to be the king of America. He has many kingdoms, but he's dealing with the present time, America. Okay, so the new West, as opposed to the East, India, is in the West now. Enter eternity. Register nurse. Remove curse. Aria Elizabeth Michelle and Giancarlo will always do well. These are the babies in me, in my womb. And I am relieved to know that they will always do well. These are some hopes. I don't usually talk about my hopes. When the son said to me, I won, later he said, present your hopes. So this is just one page. I'll have pages and pages of hopes. So let's see what I wrote. I hope the dull, dumb energy of Stevie Wonder that he put in me is returned to the aura of Stevie and my energy that he took. That put Stevie in heaven is going to cause him to burn for eternity. Earn wonder. Okay, I hope my energy is returned to me, but what I think is the Sohan Singh, Lucifer, said that the conscious mind is the strongest mind. So I think as long as I stay conscious, I don't have to do the Steve in me, the dumb in me. I can be present in the moment and be the best in me. This is what I believe. So bewitched. 1D. Cross. C. He. D. To know why Edwin. ED is Edwin. I say, alright. To know why Edwin didn't give him and the world another masterpiece drama for real. You told Steve the truth because Hedwin fired the people who helped him make the first one. What it is was the first one. Every time Eve feels sensual pleasure, please present will. Eve, Adam, A. Okay, Adam, present my will is Adam's will. Right, okay. Adam gives me pleasure. When I watch Adam, Michael Bublé, on, like tonight I watched him, and he was telling Australia how great, he's going to tour Australia, and he was saying how grateful he is that they helped him when his son had cancer. And so when he said, I love you, I knew he was talking to me, Eve. And it made me happy. And it's not a conflict with Gorinda Singh, who is my husband, because Adam was my husband, my first husband. And Gorinda Singh told me that Adam is a projection of him. So to love Adam is to love Gorinda. So I'm not being disloyal to Gorinda to love Adam. You see how it works? Okay. And we have an open marriage. That is what Gorinda said. We have an open marriage. Okay, so I hope this is my hope list, remember? I hope Rob, and I don't wish Stevie Wonder to burn in hell for eternity. I don't wish that. Unless that's what he wants to do. It's not what I want to do. I want to live on earth happily with Gorinda Singh, with Michael Bublé, Adam, and my children. Giancarlo, Arturo, Aria, Elizabeth Maria, Sing Robin and Melanie, and any other children I might have. I hope Robin starts using her warm, big heart towards me. I hope Robin starts writing her truth. I hope Robin stops manipulating. Well, she's already coming to a place where she's going to stop manipulating because she realized she didn't even know she had been manipulating. But because we've been doing talk and share for therapy for 25 years, and now she realizes, so she's going to let go of doing that and just be real. It takes a lot of faith to be real, and it takes an humble heart to be real. Yeah. And a willingness to let go and let God. I think Alcoholics Anonymous says that. I hope Dara can find a suitable replacement for Babaji. The secretary of the New York City Sangat, if Babaji agrees, would be a suitable replacement. It's a guy, and he's very special. He was my favorite speaker. I hope Robin writes another bestseller, a Bible. She wrote the Bible. She was King James version of the Bible. She wrote that. And I hope she writes a Bible incorporating the wisdom she's gained from living herself and the living you've done and shared with her. I'm talking to myself, you as Eve. I hope Robin one day soon realizes it's all about Eve. Wasn't that a movie title? Life is all about learning what their mother has learned all these years. All the tears she's shed as the times she's been dead. Is that dead or led or fed and had babies? To seed. I think that's seed. Babies to seed. It's all about Eve's need to believe she matters. It's a Wonderful Life movie on Mr. Scrooge. It's another life movie that has to do with Eve. Barbara, wrong song. Robin Birdsong. Johannes Kepler was Robin Birdsong. He was a German astronomer, mathematician, and astrologer. She's an astrologer this time. He is a key figure in the 17th century scientific revolution, best known for his laws of planetary motion and his books, Astronomia Nova, Harmonico Mundi, and Epitome Astronomia Copernicani, something like that. Okay. Beethoven Decoded. That was one of my identities, and so was Smokey the Bear. B. Ear. He B, what is that? Ben, B energy. A her. E. E her energy. B energy. A her. Okay. What's it all about, Alfie? Will Alfie felt pleasure on what? On Christmas Eve? On to go on, figuring things out. It's been about encouraging Einstein. What's it all about, Alfie? It's been about encouraging Einstein to go on figuring things out. Her reason. Eve, Adam, and Son ordered enter. Treason. Trickster, S-T-E-R, trickster. Her energy, A-S-U-N-D-E-R, sunder, asunder. Ordered enter. Empty pockets, dread. Ed, daughter. Read her. Read. A-L-E-R. Read. E-A-L-E-R. I don't know what that is. Try. Entry. Oh, that's alert. Red alert. Try entry. Her regroup. Energy. Great. Her order. You pray. Or Ray. Everybody loves Raymond. Also Ray Charles was Michael Bublé. America the Beautiful. He sang so beautifully. Raymond, money, mother, ordered, enter, energy, Gorinda, and mother, ordered, brought down to earth the big apples, circumstances, meriting pie. Pie is a thing that fits with anything, pie in the sky. Pleasure with A. What is that? Treasure beyond measure. So did we win that? Is that what I'm saying? Mother order brought down to earth the big apples. Treasure beyond measure. Pie is the sun. When he let us fight it out to see who would win. He was like Shiva, right? The destroyer of life and the creator of life. So since Eve won, we have the creator of life won. So life is not going to be destroyed. He is not going to destroy life. Life is going to continue forever because Eve won. So. And the sun is going to be positive. He's going to be not the destroyer of life, but the giver of life. Because he loved everybody and everything. You see, so he led whichever one won was the way he was going to go. So if Lucifer had won, he would have gone to destroy the earth. And since Eve won, Mary, Jesus Christ's wife, and Jesus Christ, together, they beat Lucifer and all the negative powers. So they won, and life can go on forever. That's a big win. Yeah. How about I tell men. They are pretenders to the throne. Pretenders to the throne. The her order enter. Eve energy. 2 is fall in love. Oh, the least her husband can do is fall in love with her on both knees and show her he's free of bias against P. The gangster P. Gang angel. Gorinda Singh, Jesus eyes, star energy her. Soup, Rupee. Her up energy Eve. Her UP energy Eve. Preparing to receive Jesus Christ. I see true. Saint Michael. The truth is, Saint Michael announced, said Gorinda up on her surrender. She's having my baby. That's a song by Paul Anka. After she married me, she's everything I wish I could be. She's the one who fell in love with me, giving me confirmation that I'm the best establishment. So we're talking about be saint. We're not talking about Christianity. We're talking about Salmont. Just establishment religion that works. Christianity, they have no fight. They're martyrs. I'm a Christian, so I know what I'm talking about. And Christ was a Christian. He was a martyr. So we need somebody who can defend themselves. Salmont is a good balance and very few rules. Eve, Saint, her, Ru, energy, enable pleasure for Gorinda Singh, superstar, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, extraordinarily good, Gorinda Singh, wonderful, Gorinda Singh, okay, so there you go. I'm going to stop now because I won't be able to finish this page. It's Miles Red Songbird. I hope the information is making you lighter and more relaxed because you see that everything's under control. We won. Good versus evil, as Reverend Jesse Peterson said. This is a battle between good and evil, and he was absolutely right. He was the son of St. Peter, and I was the daughter of St. Peter. And Dr. Jordan Peterson was our brother, so the three of us were the children of St. Peter. St. Peter being retired Lieutenant General John Hopper, who was my cousin in this life, and who was a fighter pilot in Desert Storm and Vietnam. Wow, okay, so that's it for now. Bye.